Hey, Blue Table fans, guess what this mess is? Oh yeah, this is Aeronautica Imperialis, and we're just kind of. I just got a primer from my good friend Lord Anonimo, who you will neither hear nor see. Anyway, here is the rule book. It's called Aeronautica Imperialis. You can get it imported from Britain through Forge World. Cost is about $50. You can also find it on Amazon. My good friend here found his signed copy for $30. And the book includes this neat little set of cards here. These are for plane maneuvers, which is a basic mechanic of the game. Really quite exciting. So now this is an alternate set of maneuver cards, which you can get online. I'll go ahead and post a link for that. And basically, let's say this guy is moving 8 inches. He can do let's do a basic maneuver. So what he can do is he can split his movement any way he wants. Basically, he can do his maneuver at any point in time during his movement. So, for example, you'd move 4 inches. See if I can do this with one hand. And then he can do his maneuver. So you simply place the card in the front here, and then you move like this, and then he can finish his movement thuswise. Now, when you're shooting weapons, you can shoot them out the various arcs. Some weapons can only shoot out the front arc. In fact, let me remove this. This is magnetized, by the way, a nice little service we provide. He can shoot out his front arc. Some weapons shoot out the back arc, and some out of the flanks, and some all around. Now you notice there's a little speed counter here, goes 0 to 9, and an altitude counter that goes 0 to 9. And those also are variated during the game. And I think that's about all I'm going to give you right now, except maybe just a quick thumb through the book. You've got the rules, which are very, very short. The turn, movement, firing, a couple pages there, and then the end phase. So you're talking about 10 pages of rules here, basically. They've got squadron lists. One thing I like so far is that you have this little master sheet, and you write down 1, 2, 3, however many planes you have. And something I really like is that you can give your pilot a name. And so for my Thunderbolt, I decided my pilot name was going to be Sunny Jim, spelled with a U, because of his sunny disposition. And my Lightning is crewed by Nipples McGee. And then I'll have a Marauder Bomber with a suitably uplifting name as well. So anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so we've started the game, and we decided to put this white sheet on to represent that it's clouds, and these are just spires kind of, sticking up above the level of the clouds. And so I put my guys on randomly, really, and basically you've got to give your guys orders. So for each one of your planes, 1, 2, 3, you pick one of the 10 maneuvers. Now, some planes can't do the harder maneuvers. Basically, there's 4 easy maneuvers, 4 medium level maneuvers, and 4 high difficulty maneuvers. And these Imperials can't do these top 2. There's different names for them. I can't remember what it is, but that's the basic gist of it.
Low, high, and very high.
Okay, low, high, and very high. All right, thank you. And so basically what I did is I wrote down the number of the maneuver for each guy. As you can see, I'm just going straight for each one.
Now you just
And
gave me your
my
entire
last oh, don't worry, that was a gimme. My last pilot is named Ricky Martin, the third. Okay, so turn summary. We both chose our maneuvers, and now we're going to roll a dice for initiative. I rolled a 5, and there's a 6. That's how it's got to be, man. So then we do tailing fire. So obviously there's no tailing fire because our guys aren't close enough. Ranges on weapons are either 6 inches, 12 inches, or 18 inches for maximum range. Okay, so turn summary. We both chose our maneuvers. And now we're going to roll a dice for initiative. I rolled a 5. And there's a 6. That's how it's got to be, man. So then we do tailing fire. So obviously there's no tailing fire because our guys aren't close enough. Ranges on weapons are either 6 inches, 12 inches, or 18 inches for maximum range. Okay, so here's how movement works. Basically, every plane has a minimum and maximum speed, and you indicate it here. So I'm moving at my maximum speed of 6, so 2 inches per movement point is 12 inches. At any point in your movement, you use your little card. My card is just a straight card, so I went ahead and just moved 12. Whoops. And then the card, and that's where I ended up. Pretty straightforward. Let's line this guy up the way he should be pointing. That's it, and we just alternated back and forth. So turn 1 took maybe 3 minutes to do it. Pretty exciting. All right. Okay, so while this game doesn't look like a lot's going on, a lot is going on. I don't even know where to start. The maneuvering for this is insane. Like, you have to be in relatively the same altitude. And so basically, the plot of this scenario is that you're trying to get each of our big bombers to the other side of the table. But anyway, so I power dived with mine and stayed too low for this lightning to get his hit. The first shot of the game was my Thunderbolt shot my opponent's Thunderbolt, and basically just got a lucky hit and blew it up. And so right now I got 2 guys tailing his bomber, and then we'll just see if my bomber can survive this lightning, which is diving down on it. So I gotta tell you, this game is pretty awesome. It's a ton of maneuvering and thinking ahead, and not a whole lot of shooting, and it's fast paced too. You have to kind of think ahead, and the turns are just like that. It's like your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn. Okay, now we're back to planning, and so no complaints there. Pretty awesome. Oh, and it goes 12 turns when supposedly you run out of fuel, and you have to like get your guys back to base. It's really neat. Really neat game. Okay, we're halfway through the game. You know, I didn't want to do a turn by turn, but my bombers steadily just headed off, and this is my opponent's lightning, and then my 2 guys here are basically tailing his bomber and trying to get in range, but he keeps diving. Now he's at altitude 1. So it's like a bunch of sparrows attacking a hawk. So we'll see. We'll see. It's hot lightning on lightning action here.